Okay, good morning again, brothers and sisters. I have a really long 30-minute video about this Vikings staged miracle TD that was so poorly executed. I got a long clip here I'm going to show from several different angles in slow motion to see how poorly it was executed. And what and in this other video, I'm going to got a much longer video on why people have such a hard time accepting this. I go through about 10 or 12 different comments people left because it's kind of a watershed event. But let's get into this slow motion video because this shows exactly how badly they executed it. So here's Case Keenum, and he's going back to pass. And he throws the ball, and you can see time's running out 7 seconds, 6 seconds. And right here, I want to pause it, because I had this reaction, and a lot of commenters to my earlier video said they had a very similar reaction. Right here, when I saw this in real time, and this is the angle they showed in real time, I was like, the game's over. He's up in the air. Here comes the defender, and he's down. And like I talk about this in the other video, it's like he goes into some other vortex, the defender. Happened, like something happened that wasn't supposed to happen. How did he miss that tackle? He like disappeared. What was going on? The guy was in perfect position. You can see the ball's in Stefon Diggs' hands. All he has to do is grab the guy and put him down. And so let's go back to the videotape. But it was just something that was poorly executed. I'm not talking about in terms of playing like, was he playing leapfrog there? You know? And so it was not believable. And a lot of people had this reaction. It looked completely staged. And then there's Stefon Diggs like just strolling into the end zone. This is the last play of a playoff game. Either way, it was going to be the last play unless there was a penalty. And then there was this sense of, where is the defense? And they were actually kind of overmanned there. I mean, they were outmanned, the Saints. There should be more Saints defenders in the area. But you see here, coming in, he just completely whiffs. He misses them by over a foot. And you can see, this is the other thing. Stefon Diggs is like, what happened? When he came down the ground, he was like heading out of bounds, and he realized there's nobody here. I can just waltz into the end zone. And he's like stunned. He's not even sure why. Where's all the defense? Now, people have said that Marcus Williams thought he was going to interfere, so he avoided him. But he knew he was the last man back, and he says this in an interview. He said, well, I might have been a little bit early, but I knew I had to make the play. I knew the situation. And so he's not saying he dove out of the way. He's saying he just out and out missed him. And so here again, here's from another angle. And he goes up, right? And Marcus Williams, like, he misses him by like over a foot and a half. He like dove out of the way. And there's zero reason for that because he wasn't early. He would have hit him after he caught the ball. And, again, even if he was early and he interfered, they would have had to make a field goal. And so that's better than just missing him altogether and letting him waltz in the end zone, which he knew. He said, I knew the situation. He was aware of it. And so there's no real explanation for this. Why did he miss him by so much? Here's from another angle. You can see the gap because he's in perfect position, and then he dives to the guy's left to like avoid him and knocks out his own man. I mean, this old man flips in the air, and it clears the way for him to score. And so, there's no real explanation for that. Again, you can watch the interview with Marcus Williams, but he's not saying he was worried about interfering. He's just saying he whiffed, and he doesn't even want to talk about it because there's nothing really to say. There's no real explanation for this. All right, so check out my other video. This is Paul Romano, definitely reporting from the apocalypse. Everyone have a blessed day and be grateful.